unfortunate, but as a law firm, you kind of need an agency because there's so much stuff that you have going on a daily basis between servicing your clients. I mean, me trying to get in touch with my law firm clients, it can take a week just to hear back from them because you're busy. So you're going to need the help of an agency to execute any sort of marketing, advertising, lead generation plan. Now, you should not push everything onto an agency. There are certain things that you need to understand and you need to own internally because frankly, there's only so much that an agency can do for you, right? Like you are the business owner, you know your customer, you know your process, you know the law. I know enough about it to be lethal, but I'm not a lawyer. So there are certain things, especially when it comes to content creation, when it comes to social media, that you need to own. So in other videos in the past, if you haven't seen them, I talked about the selection process of how customers right now are using the internet and other sources to find law firms. I then went through and I talked about all the different marketing channels that you should be on in order to acquire those customers. Now, let's talk about the marketing mix and the breakdown for what you should own versus what you should use an agency or a contractor or even an in-house for. So these are all the tactics in yellow here that we went through in the previous video. I layered them on top of a funnel. I showed you where they sit in your acquisition ecosystem. Now let's talk about how you can execute this and what you should do in-house versus what you should hire. So in-house, referrals, word of mouth, reviews, reputation, you need to own this stuff, obviously, right? Referrals are going to come based on how good of a job that you do, but also, you need to hand crank these things, right? Like people aren't just going to send you referrals. I mean, some people will, right? If you do a really good job for them, if they hear somebody talking about it, but this is why it's so important to track customer information, to have a CRM, in that CRM to track not just one cases, but like happy cases and clients. So that way you can send them monthly, quarterly emails or text messages saying, hey, personalize it. Hey, Steve, Ryan Stewart here, just reaching out because we are actively trying to grow. And if you know anybody that's looking for an injury accident law firm, please feel free to send them our way. And I'll do my best to take care of them just like I took care of you. So word of mouth, again, going to come up based off of reputation. It's going to come based on how good of a job that you do. Some people say it's going to come from billboards. I personally don't. I think it's going to come from doing a good job for your clients. And then a final one down here is reviews and reputation. So reviews are another one. They're not going to come naturally. And reviews are so important from a discovery and selection point of view. It's one of those few kind of tactics that sits in between. Reviews are important because they not only aid in the decision-making process if people are on the fence, if people are looking around, they're going to read reviews. They're important. They might not review every single one of them, but they're going to at least check them. They're going to see if you have a lot, if you have good ones. They're going to see what type of cases that you've helped people with, all the above. But they also are one of the most important ranking factors with Google's organic algorithm because Google wants to show businesses and law firms that are going to do a good job in their community. Google doesn't want to recommend traffic to crap backdoor law firms. They want to send it to law firms that are actually going to help them. So reviews are really important for that, but they don't come organically. Very few people actually are known to go out and just leave a review off the top of their head unless it was either really bad, which happens more, or really, really good. But 90% of the people are going to be in the middle, and you're going to have to actively reach out to them. So with our clients, we set up review systems, right? Review automation, it sounds sexy, but it doesn't work. Trust me, I've been marketing for a very long time. Automated emails and text messages only go so far. Reviews are important enough to dedicate somebody in your business, secretary or you, or an intern or a paralegal. Somebody should be calling every single person that you've worked with, that you just closed a case with, and asking them for a review. And you should have a text message set to send them while you're on the phone. If they say yes, saying, hey, the text is there, would you mind doing it right now? Right? Get it done, because if you don't, then they're just going to float off and do it. You have to push for reviews. You have to push for reviews. We also do a lot of fun things with our clients. If you've got a bigger law firm, you've got multiple employees, multiple lawyers, we'll set up incentivization programs internally where whoever generates the most reviews every single month will win prizes, gift certificates, free dinner on the firm, stuff like that. It gamifies things, it gets people involved, and they're that important. They're really worth spending money on and investing in, not paying for them, but incentivizing your team and your employees to get them done as well. So that's what should be done in-house. Now, these ones here sit between in-house and agency: YouTube, social media, podcasting. So I put podcasting on here because it's on the other thing, but like if you want to set up a podcast, do it on your own time. I don't think that this is an effective tactic unless you are highly entertaining, but like, I don't know, as a consumer, I'm probably not going to go and listen to an injury or an accident podcast or a divorce podcast. To me, this information is much more in the moment. I need to know it, so I'm seeking it out. And now I want to learn more about this when I need it, much less of like, yeah, I'm going to sit down on a weekly basis and listen to you. Unless you've got like some really good angles here, but again, most of you, I'll just take that off. But YouTube and social media, very, very important, specifically YouTube. Now, the reason why I have this in between in-house and agency is because the way that we handle this, specifically YouTube with our clients, is we provide them the outlines, the scripts, the topics, the filming equipment. We'll help you to get a proper filming situation set up. It doesn't have to be like this, like I'm in now. Honestly, it can just be a cell phone, lapel mic, ring light, $300 max in your office. And then we just give them a teleprompter script and they just read off of it. Obviously, it helps to be a little bit more engaging, but you get better with it over time. But we'll give that to you, and then they send us the raw files, we edit them, we publish them, we do all the writing, take care of that for them. Because again, and same thing with social media, right? If you want us to manage social media, we'll do that. But like the part that needs to be managed in-house is the content creation. Like you have to be creating the content. You have to. You can't use an agency for it. The written word is getting very commoditized. AI is taking over. People don't read it as much anymore. I mean, just look at social networks, right? Like what do you consume? Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, it's pretty much all video, right? So you got to be able to create it, but an agency can make it, the right agency anyways, can make it much easier for you because we know you're busy and we're not just gonna be like, hey, we need video, send us video. Like, I know you need more guidance than that. So that's where this kind of symbiotic relationship comes from. Now, everything else over here, we manage for our clients. And the agency really should do it. Local SEO, website content, pay-per-click, LSAs, video ads, meta ads, email text, and then all these things down here, which, again, these 4 things here, I wish they could move. I would throw them off, do them on your own time. Not really the most impactful. In my opinion, debate me all you want in the comments, not really the most impactful way to get clients. But these things here, we've actually had to rebuild our business over the years to handle everything, right? To be completely done for you, for our clients, 90% done for you, this other 10%. Again, like we provide scripts, we provide SOPs, we provide trainings for reviews, we provide scripting, we provide editing, we provide posting for here, but there's certain things that you have to do. We're not lawyers, we're not experts, and you need to get your name and face out there, your personality, your energy, that needs to be you, but an agency should facilitate that. So this is the proper relationship, in my opinion, between agency and in-house. You can also throw in like employees in there or contractors, if you will. It's really just more what needs to be owned by your firm versus what you can and should outsource. And of all the videos that you've probably seen me filmed in this setting now, this is the one that kind of ties a bow on this. So if your law firm needs any help with marketing, lead generation, acquisition, there's a link below this video. It'll take you directly to my personal calendar. We'll jump on a call. We'll talk about your firm, the problems that you're having. I'll do an audit. And all this stuff that we talked about here, we'll overlay it. It's really fun. We'll overlay it on top of your law firm, show you the holes, and show you the areas to improve. If not, make sure to like and subscribe, leave me a comment below. Let me know where you're from, and I'll see you in the next video.